Guys, this is editing me. I did not realize that I never made an intro for this video, so now I'm doing it. I'm doing it now in the future, so okay. And honestly, we jump right into it. We jump right into the video, so let me give you an intro. In this video, I am going to be reading throwbacks. I don't know what I'm going to call this video. I don't know if it's going to be a series or not. You'll have to let me know if you like it and if I should make this kind of a series of reading throwback books or not. However, in this video specifically, I'm going to be reading The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. It's a trilogy. It's The Fifth Wave, The Infinite Sea, and The Last Star. These books came out in, I want to say, the 2000s. I'll put the year, I don't remember. I remember I did read these books when I was a teenager. At least I read the first book when I was a teenager. I do, however, remember them slightly differently than what they actually are, so that's kind of fun to reread and see. But that's future me thoughts. Not the current me who's about to start reading these, but the one who's already read them. Anyway, welcome to the video. I hope you enjoy. Let me know what your thoughts and feelings if you read these, if you reread these recently, because that's what this is kind of, is a reread slash a read for the first time, because I haven't read them. Like, I remember reading the first book, but anything after that, I'm not really sure. But anyway, welcome to the video. And like I said, we get right into my thoughts and feelings, so sorry for the jump scare. Okay, I'm gonna make this quick because I am kind of getting sick. I've been staying up too late and waking up way too early, so it's taking a toll. So I'm gonna get this done really fast. So I'm on page like 298, and I just wanted to talk about something. Like, this actually happened earlier in the book, but I just was at work while I was reading it, so I didn't want to stop and record a video at work. So I'm gonna talk about it now, even though I'm not at the part. I want to talk about is like Zombie, his perspective and POV and stuff, because I think it's really interesting to see how the military or like the soldiers on that base have like manipulated them. I don't know if that's the right word to use. I think that is, right? Because, okay, the thing is, we see all the perspectives. Like, we see Cassie's, we see Zombie's perspective. We see that and we kind of know what's going on. And it's just like crazy to see, like, they just took all these broken kids and gave them a purpose. And it's like so interesting to see, for me, the manipulation, like the tactics they use to kind of get the kids to do what they want, either for good or for bad. I don't know, because I don't fully know if what they're doing is good or bad, if they're on the good side or the bad side. Like, I have my assumptions and my guesses, but I don't know if it's fully true. But it's so interesting to sit there and see that and be like, oh my God, is it going the way I think it is? Is it right or is it wrong? Like, I don't know. It's just so interesting to see from this perspective. And I don't think it's something that I would have picked up on when I read this book when I was 13. Is like the manipulation and kind of seeing that. And like, I think I would have just been like, oh my God, they're working in the military, like that, whatever, like that's cool, that's horrible. Like, now though, like, I can see it for kind of what I think it's meant to be, which is not something I would have seen when I was 13 reading this. So it's really, it's cool seeing it, and I really enjoy that aspect of like this reread. So I definitely think I'm gonna reread more books and just see my perspective changes on them. I just have something funny to say. Oh my God, chill. I just have something funny to say about reading like this book again, is that I've read it, right? I read it when I was like 13, right? And the thing is, like, reading it is so bizarre because I am like remembering what's happening. Like, I know what's happening as I'm reading it, but it's like all coming back to me. So it's like so weird because it's like, I know, I remember this happening now that I'm rereading it, right? It's like a weird little deja vu type of thing. And the other thing is, I read another Alien book last year, I think, a year and a half ago. And so my brain is like trying to decipher what was what in my memory of kind of like my both Alien books. I think I have them pretty separated, but I'm like, oh my God, this is like the weirdest thing. It is so odd. I don't generally reread books. And if I do, I usually remember stuff about them. So it's kind of odd because like I've said before, like, I generally don't remember like anything about this book. And like, I don't mean that in a bad way. I just genuinely don't. I don't know why I don't remember anything about it. I don't know what happened, but I'm having such a good time reading it. Okay, I didn't just finish. I finished it last night in bed. Okay, but I'm reviewing it. So I finished The Fifth Wave. Book 1 done, okay? And I really like how it ended. There's a moth on my porch. He's locked in. How do I get him out? Wait, BRB. He's on the outside of the screen, so he's okay. I don't need to save him. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I really like how this book ended. I'm really content with it. And I know there's 2 more books in the series, but this ending, like he could have just stopped with this one, I guess. I mean, a lot would be left unsaid. You know, it's like a fade to gray type of thing. But I'm actually really excited for the next book. I think this is 4 out of 5 stars. I don't think it's 5 out of 5 stars, but I'm not sold on either one right now. It's either 4 or 5. I'm not really sure. I'll have to sit and think on it more. I do think nostalgia plays a little bit into my reading of this book, but it was a really good read and I did really enjoy it. And I like the ending. So definitely 4 or 5. I'll come back to you probably by the end of the video with a rating, but that means I'm gonna be starting book 2. Which is The Infinite Sea. This is shorter than the first one, so hopefully we can get through this one model really quick as well. But I'm excited to keep going and see what happens. I was really worried. I was really worried in the end of the 5th wave, okay? I was really stressed about it, and I'm not too mad about how it ended, okay? I'm actually pretty happy with how it ended, so. But with that being said, there's 2 more books. Happiness can't last. I just know it can't. So, let's get into it. Okay, I just got back from the pool. I'm about 119 pages into The Infinite Sea. Here's what I'm thinking so far, okay? I like it, but I don't. The reason I don't like it is because it's switching character POVs at very important times where he needs to not be switching character POVs. But I get it because that's how you build suspense, but I don't like it because what do you mean? What do you mean? I've gone through 80 pages and I need to get back to character 1's POV. I need to know what happens. And we're still not back to it. And there's gonna be a decent chunk before we switch POVs, and that's a little short POV. And then someone has a really long POV. As you can see, I don't know if you guys can see very well in the video, where the black lines are or where it switches character POVs. But so far, okay, I'm not too mad about it. I'm having a good time, minus having to wait between point of views on parts where that I really don't want to wait because I want to know, but I get it, we're building suspense. I don't want to build suspense. I just want to know. Anyway, I'm going to keep reading. I'm hopefully going to finish this one today. I'm kind of cruising through it, so I'm just going to go out, read on my porch. I got too hot. I think my shoulders got burnt. We'll see if they're burnt or not. I think they might have gone burnt. I get it. I get why we're not going back to someone's story. 124. Page 124. What do you mean? The stalking present. I get it now. I know who it is. Oh no! Oh no, this is not good. Not at all. Why is this? Oh my god. No, no, no. No, I can't. I simply must not. I know why. I know why they sent her in. I get it. Do you? Because I do. Don't do it. Saved. Saved. Our man is back to save us. He came back to save the day. Again. We love him. No, 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 no. I don't want this to happen. No, I have like 3 pages. I can't. I can't do it. No. You know, sometimes denial is bad. Sometimes it's just where we are. And I'm in denial. I won't believe it until I really believe it. Which will be never. Because I mean, we survived 1.5 2 explosions? What's another one? What? Tell me that. What is another one? I'm a denier. I'm in denial. I won't believe it until I see the corpse. It was an explosion, so maybe I won't believe it until it's written in words. I genuinely... What the fuck? What just happened? Oh my god, what just happened? What the fuck just happened? No, because why did it just do that? Wait, I can't even, you know what, here's the thing. Is this YA? Because this is so brutal. Okay, I'm almost done. I have, I think maybe 1 or 2 more parts left, but everything is a hit. Why is everything a hit right now? No, because how in 4 pages, we win a game of chess, and then the next one you turn around and you make everything okay again. I'm done. I'm done with the Infinite Sea. You know what that means? Should I start the next one? Is it the last star? Should I start the last star or should I wait? Once again, I'm gonna wait on my review. Of this. And also, there was no boat. I don't know where I thought there was a boat. There's not been a boat. Not in the first book, not in this book. maybe the 3rd book there'll be a boat. I don't have high hopes. Once again though, 4 or 5 stars. Honestly, this might be 5 stars. The first and this one. Maybe the first 4, this 5, I don't know. This one's written multiple POVs, which really, like, the stories are, like, interconnected, obviously, because they're all buddies now, but I liked this one. I liked the pacing, I liked the switching. I didn't think one character arc was, like, too boring. It all had a point, it all had a purpose, and, like, I like it. I'm really excited. I'm excited for the next one, but also now I'm getting a little bit nervous because it's the last one, so we have to have some sort of an ending. I don't know. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have to. This book is pissing me off. Oops. I'm on chapter 10. Maybe not the book, but one of the characters. One of the characters I thought was making a comeback for me, they're not now. They're pissing me off. Because, like, so much was done in the last book to set them up to, like, actually do something and get something done and, like, have an advantage against other people and, like, actually help out. And they're literally just going back. So that is annoying, and I'm not very happy about it. And I actually think I'm gonna go read something else because of it. I'm gonna come back to this book. I can't, after the roller coaster I went through in book 2, The Infinite Sea, you're really gonna do that? Not even 50 pages in? Not in my world. Okay, not in my little world of free will. I'm gonna go read something else and then I'll come back to it. I don't know when I feel a little happier about life. So I'll be back. This is the last section. Is this book YA? I don't know if it should. I don't know if it should be. Like, I know this is kind of how it had to end, but it doesn't mean I like it any better, you know what I mean? Okay, so it's time for me to give you like a final wrap up of these, because obviously I gave you my feelings throughout this whole video, you guys saw that. And now it's time for my ratings. I never gave those during the video because I wanted to think about them, and I like to take a little bit of time if I'm not sure or on the fence of a 4 or like 5-star rating. So the Fifth Wave I ended up doing 4, Infinite Sea I gave 5, and then the Last Star I gave 4 stars. I wasn't sure I was going to rate the Last Star that high because, as you saw, the first 50 pages of this book really made me upset, and I did not want to continue. And honestly, I think I read 2 or 3 books in between picking this one back up, so I just really was not feeling it when I was starting it. But the ending and I think how the story progressed did kind of work for me. It was a little standoffish for a little bit where I was like, I'm not loving it, but the ending for me really, really brought it back. If the ending hadn't been what it was, I don't think I would have rated this 4 stars. I think it would have been way lower because the rest of the storyline in this book, like, it didn't really like hit for me the way that the other 2 hit, but the ending had such a big impact that I really just thought differently of the whole thing. Overall, I think this series does stand up to the test of time. I don't think I just liked it because it was nostalgic. I liked it because I felt like it was well written, the characters were well developed, the story was developed, and I never got bored or the pacing never felt weird to me, like the pacing was good the whole time. I will say this book series was a lot more brutal than I expected it to be in certain aspects because it was YA, and maybe I just haven't read like a dystopian YA in a very long time, but I forgot how brutal they can be. And like, it did not hold back its punches on things. One thing I will say I really did love about The Infinite Sea is we got a lot of different characters' point of views in these and like perspectives. And I thought that just like enhanced the story so much more because we got to go into these characters that we saw in the 5th wave that we were introduced here, and we got to know more about them and their backstories. And I feel like it really helped develop the story and like further everything in the character arcs and the things that happened like within this one. Getting those glimpses of the backstories just like makes everything like fit into place and makes sense. So I really loved it. If the last book had been a little bit different, I could have probably rated the whole series like a 4 out of 5 or like a 5 out of 5. But overall, I would recommend reading these. I still think they're relevant. I still think they hit the way they should. And as an adult, as a 20-year-old, I still think these are great. I really enjoyed these, and I would definitely recommend these if you want a nostalgic read that still hits, because I think this is one of the ones that do. If you have any other series that you kind of think that I should try to reread or like maybe haven't read that you would recommend, let me know in the comments. Also, if you like this video and like more of the vlog style like this, please let me know, because I enjoyed filming this one a lot more than I do enjoy like my reading wrap-ups. And I don't know, just let me know if you liked it. I'll probably do more stuff like this because I had fun. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.